Welcome back to part number 3. Act 3. We're on part 3. We're old enough to be walking now. We are old enough to stab ourselves with a doorknob. Anyway, I do have some disappointing news to report on. So I said last time we're going to be getting a Pegasus Knight. We're not. At least not yet. So, rather than give up on this entire Let's Play out of shame and quit while I'm ahead, we're going to be braving through it, even though this next chapter will be infinitely less impressive than the one that follows it. We'll survive, I hope. Anywho, so if you missed last part, which and why the fuck would you have missed last part, we got 2 party members now to add to our brigade. One's named Kent, and the other one is Green, and we're not using him. He has a name, I think, but don't ask me. Anyway, so we're traveling now. We also found out that Lynn currently got a hit on her, more or less, and is currently being sought out by her royal distant family, which is a nice little change of pace, a little intrigue, if you will. So we're going to follow up on that. But first, apparently we're stopping at a shrine for some sacred sword action, if you will. I mean, I don't know about you, but a sacred sword sounds like it'd be fucking useful. Yeah, quaint, even, as Sani over here says. So, I bet nothing will go wrong. Okay, wait. Couldn't even say it sarcastically quick enough before something went wrong. That's a shame. So here's probably one of my top 5 favorite characters ever to exist. His name is Glass, and he's going to become a recurring villain. If you've ever played Metroid, it's very much like Ridley. You'll kill him, and then he'll keep coming back. In fact, when most people think of Fire Emblem, it's not uncommon for them to go, is that the game Glass was in? You know, there was a good part of like the mid-2000s where people would just be like, hey, Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, is Glass going to be in this game? Path of Radiance, is Glass in this one? So yeah, you used to seeing this guy's face. So he's trying to steal sword, and you see, there's the classic introduction. Even the gods fear his name. So, let's see if he's going to nab the secret sword, or not sacred, although it could be a secret as well. A secret sacred sword for all we know. Let's see, the drama piles on. And, well, come on. Come on now, shitter, get off the pot. I mean, everyone has it happen. I mean, you know, it's not uncommon if it's your first time. I'm just saying, you gotta move forward with this thing. Wow, even fucking Oldie McOlderton over there is making fun of you. Wow. So he's too shamed to even do anything like attack him. He's just like, get the fuck out of here, dude. So yeah, this is Glass. The only reason why this character stands out to me really is because I used to browse a Fire Emblem forum, and there was this one guy who nobody on the forum liked. His name was Catman, let's say, just for hyperbole's sake. And he liked anime, and he had an edit of Glass with that quote, my name is... Well, in this case, instead of Glass, he put his name, which, again, let's say is Catman. Yeah, my name is Catman, the gods fear my name. And he was the most insufferably annoying human being I think could have ever been conceived. Much like a clown, he never knew true love. So we all made fun of him, and then I eventually forgot about him until whenever I replay this game, I see Glass and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy who is going to die alone at best. Okay, is this chapter started yet? So yeah, the devil's taking over. We're gonna kill Glass. Spoilers. We might get a sacred sword, secret sword, excuse me. And we may or may not be going through tutorials at the same time. That remains to be seen. Okay. Sorry, I'm drinking water, keeping my voice fresh and taut. don't know if you want your vocal cords to be tight. That'd be bad. Whatever, fuck. The water wouldn't affect that. Anyway, so we got some houses here. So if any of you bright young students remember last segment, we learned about terrain briefly. So houses are a type of terrain. If you can see in the bottom right corner, it shows house, defense, avoid, and then much like with forest and even forts now, this new terrain introduced. Forts are going to be by far the most useful because not only do they have the best stats for defense and avoiding, but they also do heal you a portion of your HP every turn that you're on that square. So I want to say it's like probably 10%, maybe less. Excuse me. Either way, it's still very much appreciated, especially on lower HP units. So, we're going to be visiting these houses because houses have a neat little feature where you can visit them. And when you visit them, people will give you advice or even sometimes objects, people, gold, who knows. You get all sorts of things visiting houses. And this time we're going to waste all of our time because these houses give nothing but advice and we have to go to each of them. Something I saw earlier, they have the main entrance guarded. Yeah, I noticed. Oh boy, we have to break open a wall. That'll be a fun little diversion. I don't think I've ever in my life gone the main way. I've always broken the wall. So, you can actually probably even see it from here, what wall, not anymore. But, yeah, we're going to be going that way. In the meantime, the game's going to be forcing us to have everyone visit these houses. Not exactly how I would be playing this chapter, but again, tutorial. Yep, they sure do. Yep, they sure are. Yep, we sure can't. That is something important to note, actually. Mountains are going to be kind of a persistent obstacle for horseback people. At the very least, in situations like these, if the text box would move. Text box, please move. Okay, don't say Pegasus and Wyverns yet. We haven't learned about them. Okay, so bear with me for a second. So you see over here, I'm going to use this cursor. So right around here, these are mountains. So it looks like they basically cut off the entire way to get through this area. So hypothetically speaking, if we wanted to go down this way, we'd only be able to go down there with Lynn, and it'd probably be more trouble than it's worth because these guys would have more of a terrain advantage, or at least would be able to gang up on us as well. So that's what these mountains are, in terms of obstacles, that's what they're doing for us. Let's just have Saint right here. So, keeping that in mind, that's one thing that will become recurring, well, I don't know if recurring theme is the way to describe it, but that's something you want to keep in mind in future chapters, because it's not like this is the only time where it will come up. Terrain is always going to be a persistent thing to keep in mind, especially when we get to later chapters where they're bigger and more expansive. Anyway, let's go talk to this little girl who shouldn't have answered the door. There's people fighting outside, and you just answer the door to fucking blood armor, dude. Blah blah blah, sort of, the Manicati, the Manicati. God knows I don't know how to say that. I don't know, I probably won't even. Let's just call it the Manicati, just to be fancy. Anyway, we may or may not be getting that sword, except for we totally are. Oops, spoilers. Yeah. It is odd, and we're not really going to be seeing that concept. I'm not even sure if it shows up later in this game. It might briefly in one chapter, very late game, but I doubt I'll even remember this by that point. Excuse me. So, something we should learn about fortresses. Is it that they heal? Yes. There you go. So injured units can regain hit points. That's by far the most useful thing about them. I mean, granted, terrain's always going to be advantageous, but I mean, there's no terrain that's better than a fort, to be totally honest. Even mountains don't give as much bonuses, so... like I said, I don't remember how much it is that you recover. It may be instead of 10%, it maybe it's 20%, but it's like... it's enough to keep your... it's enough to make it incentive. it's also enough to justify if an enemy's on there for taking extra care with them, because they're going to have more defenses and they'll heal more HP. For what it's worth, a lot of bosses will default, like if they're bosses that are scripted to move, they will default automatically onto fortresses, so that way they'll heal every turn. I don't think Glass in this case is on, actually he might be, because he's on a throne. We'll see. We'll see. It's not a big deal either way, because Glass is as durable as rock in this case. We'll equip the Iron Sword, and then Zane will just go off to fucking Egypt or wherever he wants. And okay. Sweet. So Kent is carrying his weight now. Soon he'll be able to double, and that will be ridiculously delicious. Come on, get speed, speed, speed! Whoa, that's pretty good. Dang, he might actually be able to double one of them. Maybe not all of them, but probably one of them by now. Yes, yes, we're seizing the throne, so that's going to be a somewhat common win-victory condition. That means basically you have to have your main character get to an enemy square. 100% of the time that's going to be in a space that's occupied by an enemy. So right now, if you look where Glass is, yeah, Glass, yes, we know, most important character. So Glass is occupying the throne, which is what we have to seize. So we can go about this two different ways. If we had higher persuade, we could talk to Glass and get into a morally gray discussion about whether or not he should move off the throne. But as of now, just based on the way that our builds are, I will have to savagely murder him just to get him off that fucking chair. Yeah. So the game's kind of patronizing us right now. We've already learned about the weapon triangle. Okay, from here, it's going to let us finally take control, which is good, because now we can go into overdrive. So let's get to kill this guy. If he hits, I'll be sad. I'm sad anyway now. I'm sad that I got my expectations built up for something. Anyway, Kent's going to be camping out here. And then we're going to deal with this wall in a sec. Because that's definitely the way we're going to be going. Is he doubling? Come on, double. Hey, yeah. So, yeah, doubling is immediately useful, if only for reasons like that. It's why a lot of the time when you're playing Fire Emblem games, the typically, like, speedier, faster characters are going to have more advantages in long-run viability. At least in this case with, like, a unit like Kent. I mean, there are some times where being fast won't save you worth shit. But, yeah. So, with this wall, the way the walls work is that they have a set HP, and then we're supposed to destroy them using weapons. Never mind. We can choose to destroy this with the sword, but I'm using the lance. For two main reasons. One, the lance is going to two-hit kill this wall, which would make life easier. Two, I want to build up his weapon rank with lances, because as of now, we haven't gone over weapon ranks. Long story short, they determine what type of weapons we can use. So right now, his swords is higher than his lances, which is nice and all, but I kinda don't need him to use swords as often. We want to use swords against bandits, but we want him to be able to use good lances as well, because that'll give him more diversity. And Lynn's already doing only sword activities, so I kind of want her to be our main sword user, if that makes sense. Let me see. Yeah, he's gonna attack Ken. Let me see if I can get a crit in. I doubt it, but I'm feeling lucky. Come on. Okay. Well, he'll probably attack Ken. Ken will take some damage, and then we'll have to spend 5 days healing him. But that's just the price you pay with strategy RPGs, really. Yep. Wow, he's not even two-hit killing. I am too used to hard mode. I mean, granted, I'm not sure if Lynn hard mode would have been a difference, but that's neither here nor there. So now, after fucking stabbing this wall twice, it's gonna break. Watch. Ta-da! I mean, don't question the logic here. Let's just be grateful that we can open up walls with weapons. I'm into it. So now, rather than having this bandit attack Ken, I'm gonna have Lynn see if she can take a hit. And then... oh, whoops. I accidentally hit speed up. Whoopsies. That was a mistake. I'm gonna try to avoid speed up, but anyway, so Lynn's taking the hit. She avoided. Cool. Then from there, I'm probably going to see if I can get Kent to kill Glass. Because that would probably be better in the long run, because he's going to have the weapon triangle advantage. And it would just also be more efficient, because Lynn just attacked. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Glass cannot win this. Let's just attack now. Oh, sorry, dude. Can you like make some room? Look, I bought some movie tickets with my girlfriend, and we just wanted to watch Smurfs 2. Okay, you don't need to be an asshole about this. Fucking Glass. Also, if you haven't noticed, Glass is a new enemy type that we haven't run into yet. I actually didn't even notice this. Well, I mean, I noticed it obviously, but I didn't think to talk about this. Briefly, there's going to be a wider variety of classes that we can run into if you haven't noticed already. Mercenaries are going to be your typical sword users, more or less. Well, I don't know if typical is the word, because they're not going to be as common. But if we do run into sword users who are primarily based in that, they're more than likely going to be mercenaries. We could run into another type of sword user, but they're not going to be as common right now. So, with that in mind, we're going to kill Glass. We've been building this up. Now it's like it's a climax. Like, this is the end of the game right here. Like, roll credits. He didn't even have a good death quote. That was disappointing. Alright, and holy moly, Kent is turning out pretty good so far. Not that Kent's usually bad or anything, but I mean, typically it takes a little bit longer before Kent's gonna get at like 9 speed. I'm very okay with that. So yeah, this is probably gonna make Linmode's playthrough even that much easier. Not that I ever have trouble with it. So if anything, we'll probably have to worry about leveling up some of our other units that we're gonna be getting in this mode. For now, we're gonna kill off this guy. Also, the music changes when there's only one enemy left, no enemies left. It's to the Victory is Near theme. Every game, or every Fire Emblem game that I've played at least, has a Victory is Near theme. If you're Fire Emblem Line, you have a Victory is Near theme for maybe 3 chapters, but it's there nonetheless. So yeah, this is going to be the theme that basically lets you know that you're basically done with the chapter, more or less. Yeah, just figured I'd point that out. Do I actually want to waste another turn? He's level 4. Ah, fuck it. I will. I'll be wasteful. I just want them to get the kill. I tend to be like a little attentive about making sure everyone's roughly the same level. Sort of like in Pokemon. Hey! Wow, defense and strength. Sorry if I'm being a little bit like, holy shit, these level ups, but I don't know, maybe I just had really bad luck in a lot of my playthroughs, but whatever. This is turning out well so far, so let's see what's going on with, is that like what color would that be? Is that like lavender? It's a very pointed shade. That does not scream, I'm a priest. That screams like, I'll see you on Grindr. Ah, whatever. You hurt? I don't think he could have gotten hurt if he tried. Well, that seems like a wet match in a dark cave. Is it safe? The sword is safe? Girl, this is like a temple. Aren't you concerned about anything else? The spell? Okay. Maybe he's just like a witch in disguise. Very fashionable. I mean, I'm not judging. More power to him. To touch the blade's pattern and pray for a safe journey. Man, I hope nothing eventful happens. Hey, what did I just say? What did I... The power of the spirits. Oh boy. Yeah, what does it mean? The sword's wish? Is it like sentient? That's always been a weirder part of this section. Here we go. So what? Now with the Manikati, it's gonna be a weapon for Lynn. Yeah, she's staring at that bright ass sword, I would be too. It's a pretty good weapon for early on. This is sort of a fail-safe weapon to make sure even if you get like some bad level ups, Lynn's still going to be doing pretty good damage with this weapon. We're definitely going to want to hold on to it for as long as we can. I'll get more into the details of weapon management probably the next chapter, who knows. But for now, this is definitely good. I guess, with Manikati, it'll be doing some serious damage as well, so like I said, we'll go into that next chapter. Beyond that, there's still more cutscenes. Excuse me. It's worth noting that if we were to trade the Manikati to Kent or to Sane, or to literally any other character that we get in the future, they won't be able to use the Manikati. It's specifically limited to Lyn. There's going to be more weapons like this in the future where they're limited to certain characters. So I'll point those out when we get to them. You'll probably see the main character auras surrounding each of them, but whatever. Special blaze all over the land. Damn, let's go look for more of these motherfuckers, dude. Fuck all this Kai shit. Let's just go get some swords. Yeah, Ken, I get it. You got not a body experience, and you have a new faith in God, like just enough. Even Lynn's tired of it. True. I guess here's Sane with the common sense knowledge train. I can dig it. Yeah, so, I mean, granted, even though theoretically anyone could be able to use the sword, it's only going to be Lynn's, and we're going to be using it whenever we need her to get out of the pickle. So, with that in mind... Guess I'm Kaylin. Isn't Kaylin the name of Lynn's royal family? Oh my. Who's this guy and his very, very malformed chin? Like, I would make fun of it, but I don't want to, I don't want to find out, like, at a dinner party, like, ooh, he had cleft palate, dude, that wasn't cool. Yeah, Madeline's daughter's still alive, you fucking bet. No thanks to anyone but me. Don't mind Red Helmet over here, who has no eyes. I've always liked this section, with this music playing. It's very foreboding. And you definitely get the vibe that this guy is out for blood. So this must be the guy who is sending out all those people after us. I, for one, look forward to the part where we can plunge a sword or two into his face. I know that opportunity will come sooner than later. Poison? Is he poisoning someone? He's poisoning someone. That motherfucker. He's doing them dirty. Well, we can look forward to murdering him eventually. In the meantime, now, I'm going to knock on wood here. I don't know how that came up on audio quality. I promise never to do that again, by the way. But next chapter should be the one where we recruit a Pegasus Knight. If not, then I will buy a semi-automatic handgun and shoot myself while streaming myself on Twitch. So, no matter what, you're getting a party tomorrow. So, with that in mind, I do want to thank you for watching this, and let's look forward to some fun with Chapter 3. See you then.